Everyone, what is going on? My name is Nick, and welcome back to Nick Express, where I like to express my opinions on a variety of different topics. Coming to you guys with another Metallica reaction, this time Battery. This is remastered, so there's a couple different versions, and I prefer to do the remastered, just because I think it's going to have probably better quality, or it might just be a bit more fresher, and maybe a better experience for me overall. I really don't know, but I normally choose to do the remastered version. Just gives a better experience for me and for you guys. But if you guys do want me to check out the other version, feel free to let me know, because for now I just keep doing remastered because that's what I feel fits best. But coming off of Damage Inc., you guys kind of know how I feel about the Master Puppets album. It's definitely unique. Enjoy it decent amount. Having Master Puppets be that first song I heard from this album, it definitely has a special place in my heart. So I'm coming in this one again with an open mind. I mean, it's definitely like, out of the albums, like this one is just, it feels like the most just like packed. Like they don't really have a lot of downtime, and like, not that like I don't like songs without that, but sometimes like Guns N' Roses has it, and I've heard it from Unforgiven. I was from Metallica when they do songs like Unforgiven. Like they have kind of like this downtime, and then they build it up to the hardcore stuff. I think that's what I like the most if I'm really trying to like narrow it down. It's just like I love the hardcore stuff that they do, but it's like when they have downtime, they kind of do like slower build-ups and then they hit it. I think that's what I like the most. But having an album that's dedicated to just being more fast-paced with no slow time. I mean, if you're doing that once, that's pretty fine in my book. So I mean, I really have been enjoying the songs from this album, and you guys have been requesting Battery, and so coming off of Damage Inc., I'm really excited to get into another Metallica reaction, because at the end of the day, all their songs are unique and special, and like, as much as maybe one I like more than another, I'm still going to have an enjoyable experience with it. So I'm going to be done rambling with you guys, but if you guys are new here, please click that like button, subscribe, join in on the conversation, because as I like to say here, this is a place to express yourself just like I am, and let's get into Battery. Okay. This one kind of had a similar ending to Disposable Heroes, but I did enjoy that it had a nice build up in the beginning too. It seems like this album definitely has kind of like nice kind of slow build ups for the most part that I can remember. Um, so this one I gotta say I did enjoy it more than Battery from Damage Inc. I enjoyed Battery more than Damage Inc. Not to say that I didn't enjoy that song, but I just preferred this one over that one a bit more because it had maybe a slight bit more downtime, really not, but it had a little bit here and there, just a little bit. But at the same time, I thought the chorus of Battery was a bit more catchy. Had a couple different guitar slows that I kind of was more not inclined. I felt more out of the guitar solos in this one than I did in Damage Inc. I still really appreciate Damage Inc. Don't get offended if it's I like Damage Inc. It's just this one I vibed with a bit more, and um, I didn't say it in the other one. I mean, I kind of hinted at it, but I would add Damage Inc. to my playlist. Like I would listen to it, just not all the time. This one again, it's not like the one I would put on all the time, but this one I definitely like. I heard Battery, I'd be like, that's a good one. I want to put that one on right now. And so I appreciate it again a lot of what to go for. Sometimes like it just seems like a recurring thing from this album. I'm gonna repeat myself like I did in the last video, but um, this entire tone of the album just kind of feels similar from Master of Puppets to Disposable Heroes to Damage Inc. and now Battery. And like I've come after thinking about it. It's like they have an album like this. All their albums are gonna be different. So to coming into this album, it's gonna be along the lines of these things. So I need to probably expect that, and that's fine. So you guys can keep, requesting stuff from this album. It's like this isn't like a bad album. It's like I don't want you guys thinking I have like dislike for it or anything. It's just out of the songs I've heard, the ones that I gravitate towards the most are the ones like Unforgiven, Nothing Else Matters. Like there's a mishmash of different songs from their other albums, but like this album, this is just probably another one of the reasons why like and this has nothing to do with again like being against the music or this band or anything. It's just like the reason I probably never came into this album or into like Metallica until now is just because like I was never into just kind of like that non-stop like just like you can't breathe and stuff like that. And so like it's that part of it. Like I was really able to like gravitate towards their other songs, but it just seems like on this album they do non-stop stuff, and I like that to a degree, and I'm able to like um like enjoy it now. Like I can get through it and enjoy it for the most part. It's just like sometimes it's just you're so used to one type of genre that like when you come into this territory, it's like it's something you're not expecting because you've heard them do different styles, but then I've never I gotta give them that. I've never really heard a band except maybe Motley Crue where like they just like they have basically no downtime. They do a song whether it's 5 minutes, 8 minutes. It's just like, and I know like I know you guys probably love that, and you guys are like that's your entire mood is you just love the fast pacedness of just how like it's nonstop. And see, I like that in different levels. Like I like the build up to those nonstop moments because then it just feels like you're getting pulled in, you're getting built up yourself into these huge moments. And like as much as the first 30 seconds to a minute of some of these songs build up to it, I just feel like I not that I don't appreciate it more because I do appreciate it because they're different styles, but I guess I just my own personal taste. I guess I just like the individual build up of the guitar solos in the songs. And I know that they have their build-ups in these songs, but the song is already so fast-paced from like that first minute that like they're singing, they're doing their choruses, but then they stop singing and then they do the guitar solos. But see, the guitars are raging the entire time, which again, I like the album. I like that this tone is in the vein of just all the sounds I've heard from these songs. So I'll give the album that. I'll give the album that this is this specific type of album as much as it's not to my liking as much as maybe the other songs I've heard from their other albums. I'll give them credit that um like if this is what they sound like the entire time, I felt like it would be repetitive, but you do one album like it, that's cool, man. I mean, it's fine. Like for my own personal taste, that's fine that they do one album like that. So again, at least being able to hear their other songs and not just hearing this album at all. Like if I just heard this album, I probably would start to like feel numb to it a bit just because it's like that's just not the sound that I was used to. But if anything, this is probably getting me more inclined to get used to the sound and then probably, you know, get ready for it more in the future. So if they have other songs like it, then it's fine. It's hard for me to really kind of like just narrow it down all the time because all their songs range in different, you know, tones and rhythms, and sometimes they do go hardcore, but at the end of the day, it's really just what they present to me in the song, and from what this album has been giving me, I enjoy it, I appreciate it, it's unique in its own way, whether it's Disposable Heroes, it's this song. I think it's just your own personality, and at the end of the day, it's just one that I haven't gotten accustomed to yet, so I still put it on. Again, I like this one a bit more than Damage Inc., but I want to see what else they have to offer, whether it's from this album or the other albums that they have. Really, just anything. So again, you can request songs from this album, man. I want to keep going to this album, but you know, at some point, I gotta be a bit objectified and you know, tell you my thoughts. I can't just be like every song is the best song ever because like, as much as I love basically like 98% of their songs, there's gonna be a 2% where I'm just kind of like this, where it's just like I'm in the middle ground. I don't hate it, don't dislike it, but it's just not to my liking as much as the other songs. So I think I've tried to get my point enough across here, but if you guys are new, please click that like button, subscribe, join in on the conversation because this is a place to express yourself, just like I am, man. And if you guys enjoyed this video, I hope to see you guys in my next one. Peace, guys.